Going on to you, Taurus. So you have the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and you have the Hierophant. So these three cards right here for you, Taurus, are very much about how so there's some things that has popped up that's very good. Look, the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Hierophant represents somebody is in your life that very much so is interested. There's a little bit of interest there, but you can build upon that, and then it will increase, is what I'm trying to say. Here's the thing, though, right? The two of you need to get to know each other, okay? Because you have the Star card and you have the Ten of Wands. You're hoping to get somebody like this. So maybe even if you don't necessarily have somebody in your life that represents this King of Pentacles, you still are looking for someone that represents this King or Queen of Pentacles, right? This individual that, you know, crosses a lot of things off of the list for you. And the Star card is about how you have a lot of you will contribute to them. Okay, let's not even do that. The Hierophant represents a combination of Taurus and Sagittarius. So your energy did show up here, but it's more so about how, yes, it represents you, but it also represents the other person, where the person is actually, you want someone that's willing to meet you halfway. And the Star card represents you will most definitely be willing to contribute, and you will contribute. You know, Taurus, when a Taurus's mind and heart is in the correct place, y'all don't play any games when it comes to contributions, because Taurus, y'all are earth signs, and y'all know how important it is to show somebody that you love them and not just talk about it and tell them that, right? There's way too many people who like to have, you know, hypotheses and, you know, hypothetical situations, and if it woulda, shoulda, coulda, Batman falls out of the sky, skydive, you know, all this stupid stuff. And for you, Taurus, it really is concrete. You do have for you, Taurus, who mind and heart is in the correct place, you Taurus really do have a track record of being able to actually give to the person that you're with. It's just a matter of you haven't met someone that's willing to give back to you, that legitimately wants a relationship, not just something where the two of y'all are good because the physical attention is there, the physical tension and attention is there, but long term it's not really necessarily going to work out. No, you, Taurus, want something with somebody that's long term. It goes, yes, there is most definitely physical attention, a physical tension there. The two of you are very much so attracted to one another, but also you're looking for something where you're also attracted to the person's mind as well as they are attracted to yours. Because truth be told, Taurus, there's a lot of people who are really intellectually dishonest. You know, I was watching a viral video about how this doctor was dubbing this younger person, this younger chick, and all this other type of stuff. And then the doctor basically went ahead and went with somebody, I think like two or three contestants after her. And I was like, the doctor is still intellectually dishonest, because the doctor really only wants this person, pick this person because of the body. Like that person who thinks that they're getting a good deal, they're not. On both sides, they are really, honestly, they are incompatible with one another. They just with each other, or gonna hang out with each other and do all of that because of the fact that they are attracted to the other person's body. That's really it. So then you have the Eight of Swords, right? No, you want someone that has that intellectual honesty and transparency. But the Eight of Swords represents you've been through a lot of trials and tribulations, in the sense that a lot of setbacks, a lot of people trying to make you feel bad for you, Taurus, trying to be as decent as you possibly can. And I'm going to go ahead and let you, Taurus, be the first people to hear it. Everything that you, Taurus, have been going through when it comes to others and their intellectual dishonesty and what you've learned from that, you've gained something every time you've been through that. And this is why it is I say that people got to get over being scared, because so many people are afraid of rejection. They don't seem to understand that most people, when it comes to really talking about what it is that we really want, a lot of people are really faking the funk. They're really lying. Real talk. You're really lying, because on one side, it's a person needs to be this height, and they need to be gigantor and 100 foot tall to be a giant that can't see the bottom of their feet. And then on the other side, like I've been talking about, the person needs to have all those hips and honey dips, and you know what I mean, and all of that type of stuff. And it's like, right. But you simping on both sides if you do that, because it's dysfunctional. Because I've said this before and I'm going to say it again. That's not an interaction that's going to really last very long. What's an interaction that's going to last very long is if you can see through past that and be like, yeah, the person has body, but more importantly, in the long run, the person says some things that kind of speaks to the value that they actually have, but they're just kind of giving a little sprinkle on it, just a little taste, a little razzle dazzle, just a little appetizer as to who they actually are. And a lot of people end up misconstruing that, and they complete or ignore it. CCF, character comes first. There is no exception to that. Any time I see somebody pick somebody strictly for their body and only their body, now I already know. I can tell, that's not going to be an interaction that's going to work. And it's the same thing with you, Taurus, because you've had to go through, I'm saying all of this to say you had to go through this on some people having a problem with you, having a serious problem with you, scapegoating you, for you to be able to get to the point where you understand it for what it is. That for the most part, most people, it's a joke. Most people take relationships and interactions with one another really like a joke. They playing with their lives, in the sense that they really, in relationships with people, real talk, that they're not actually compatible with. They're just attracted to those people because of the body, because of the accolades, the titles, the doctorates, and who the actual person is. If they have honor and integrity, are they going to actually respect you? And I'm not talking about respect from a shallow perspective, like they are trying to give you a backhanded kind of compliment, like they're pseudo giving you respect, but then on the other hand, that like, talking about how you're pompous behind your back. That type of honesty takes time. And the thing is that the Page of Wands and the Seven of Cups represent, I'm going to go ahead and say it again, Taurus, a lot of you Taurus really do have something to offer right now. I'm really seeing that a lot, and I'm not lying, a lot of you Taurus really have something to offer. The Page of Wands shows it, right? Person offering what? I guess the light, I don't know, the energy. And the seven of cups represents how somebody else is looking. So to be more accurate, I don't necessarily think that you would have found one particular person now that I went on with it, because I don't know. I'm in this thing with y'all. I'm learning about it myself. What I honestly see about you, Taurus, is that this person is the qualities of a person that you're willing to actually be in a relationship for, and also how it is that you are willing to go out there and get to know other people. The thing about it is that the Page of Wands and the Seven of Cups, The Page of Wands represents you're ready now. You're ready to actually show somebody if they were to give you a chance, and if those people are even developed spiritually and emotionally themselves to give you a chance, you'll be actually be willing to offer a lot to the table, or more than what is expected, at the very least more than what is expected. And the Seven of Cups now represents how, you know, this is really a situation for you where, well, for someone else, where, and you, Taurus, just kind of see a lot of people just dating. Some of these people, this could be a person. This can be one particular person that you're just now beginning to talk to, right? Whichever one fits for you, because I know I'm right anyway. I know I'm telling the truth anyway. So regardless of if it's one person or if it's somebody else, or if it's one person that you're already in touch with, or if it's not necessarily anyone in particular, a lot of you Taurus very much so still has a lot to bring to the table. And the thing is that the Seven of Cups, if you're by yourself, this really represents how a lot of people will do a lot of ripping and running around and dating more than what it is that they have to get to love, or what it is that they say that they love. I mean, the truth is, a lot of people are really picking other people really for their bodies or their accolades, without actually focusing on the value of the character, that the character is broken, or the character is a fixed person and they're healed, and they actually bring health into the situation. Not just physical health where their body is on point, but health as well as they can even have a healthy relationship. See, a lot of times when you start talking about, you know, the 10 life values, right? Number one is spirituality, or connecting with the divine. Number two is health. And a lot of times, you know, a lot of times people can think that health can only mean taking vitamins and like going to the doctors and working out. But health also, in a sense that, can you even have a healthy relationship? Do you know what a healthy relationship looks like, right? Are you able to be healthy enough to bring health into, or are you going to bring dysfunction and decay, right? So I just see a lot of you Taurus looking at it like a lot of people are really out here saying on one hand that they're looking for this, that, and the third, but in actuality, they're really looking for someone to be like spendthrift on them, you know, just kind of throw their money away at them, or throw their money at them, or, you know, throw their body at them, or they're linking up for the real stupid or wrong reasons. And if this is a particular person, you Taurus will be in line to actually see what a person will look like as they're running themselves into the ground, being stupid because they're delusional, because they're caught up with the modern day society's way of linking up, which is stupid. You can, once you learn the game, Taurus, you can kind of see like, people who you should be rocking with versus people who you shouldn't, because the people who have something going on, what do they talk about first? Without exception, Taurus, they always talk about character, 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 character. CCF. Character comes first. If a person is not talking about character, they're being intellectually dishonest. There is no exception to that. And I could show and prove there is no exception to that. Show and prove it. So the thing is that the 10 of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles now represents how, so for you Taurus, it just goes to show you that the frustration, I understand your frustration, Taurus. I understand the frustration of a lot of people are not really being honest with this thing, and that you have something to offer, but it feels like you have to do this song and dance, this unfortunate balancing act, because so many people don't want to be honest anymore. So many people don't want to really be transparent. And then the Knight of Pentacles, people are just willing to go along with it. So let's clarify the Knight of Pentacles. The Hermit, the Tower, Six of Swords, King of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. To clarify, the Knight of Pentacles. So, once again, the Hermit and the Tower. These are people who come to you, they have to already be awakened. They have to already be intellectually honest. They have to already be transparent, Taurus. They just can't be, you know, caught up with the delusion of only hanging out with you because you, Taurus, are handsome, or you got a nice body, or you have accolades or things that work for you. They have to actually be interested in who you are and what inspires you to get to that particular situation and what makes you great. If they're not, those are people that you need to send back to the streets and dub, because the tension will be there, but it's not anything that's going to last long. And then the Six of Swords and the King of Pentacles represents, yeah, you got to leave that alone, because you will be upset that you have to get rid of or whatever people that would have looked a certain kind of way, but you, Taurus, already know what it is that you're looking for. You, Taurus, already know what it is that you're looking for. You know what you're looking for. Don't allow anyone to get you, Taurus, into thinking that you should change your mind. No, what you're looking for is character. Every single time that I've ever tried to interact with somebody based upon only their body, or because of the fact that I thought that it would be fun, but yeah, they had a body, it didn't last very long. And the reason why it didn't last very long was because of that fact. Who they were, they're into parties. They're into clubs. They're into that type of stuff. They want this grandiose social life. And me, I need to essentially get my socializing and hanging out with others in little bits and pieces. I can't do the whole club scene and all this other type of stuff, because I know for a fact that people will be around me and try to betray me. Same thing that goes for you. Then you have the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands represents really screen the people that come to you, because if you don't, those will be the very same people that will tell you the things that you want to hear, and you'll be so caught up in how they look or the initial attraction that, guess what that is? That's another headache in the long run.